guys, welcome back. So we went out after all, and I guess her friend's okay. She hasn't heard anything yet. And the guys were actually kind of glad I complained because if you don't tell them something's wrong and you just assume they should know that something bothered you, um, sometimes it just doesn't happen. You have to, even for the Christians, they have to go to their God and say, well, this thing is bothering me. And I told Loki, and somehow Freyr showed up, and Lady Freya showed up. And they called me around 4 o'clock, so we left early because we're expecting a real big storm in the area. We were expecting them this morning, and they're saying this afternoon. Then they're saying, no, we'll really get them this evening. They were panicking everybody, okay? Well, we get out early, we go over, it's beautiful going out there, and that's a place called the Grange. And they have the, the wheat stalks tied together, whatever that's called. I can't remember. It's going blank. It was a strawberry festival. So I got hot dog with sauerkraut. The potato salad, macaroni salad had bacon in it. So the vendor were shouting in both ears, and got baked beans and had coffee. And I know, exciting story. But we were all trying to be pleasant companions to each other, and we couldn't say much because it was loud as a hornet's nest in there. And this lady comes, sits across from me. She looks so sweet. Had on this flower embroidered jean jacket. Looks so nice and kind. And her friend was the one that kept looking at me and looking at me and looking at me because I had the wolf cap on. And I thought, well, I'd wear the wolf cap, and I took my wallet with me just in case, but I thought that way I had subtle signs on me, and I wasn't making a big deal out of it. It wasn't like I had the, okay, Loki calls it the Triforce hat. Stop that. Get back here. He has a point. So this woman looks real sweet. And we had our meal, and then they got up, and we got up and got, like, strawberries. And I got strawberry pound cake, and they got their stuff. And we're settling back down. Well, their friend goes up for them. And she brings this strawberry, like what I had back. Friend starts to chew her out, demands that she take that back and get white cake. Well, I think this woman's going a little dotty because they didn't have white cake like she thought they did. They had the pound cake, angel food cake, whatever it was that I had. I don't know. It was a bun shape, and it tasted good, and you put strawberries on it. I don't know what it was. And she was screaming, and the friend went scurrying back up, and she goes, well, I'm sorry. And she brought back something else, and it was still the same thing because it's the only type of cake they had. And she's screaming at her, and she goes, well, I'm sorry I messed up the order. And the man goes, well, what is it you want? She goes, well, you wanted white cake. He goes, no, I wanted strawberries ice cream. So she was screaming for something they didn't even have. And I looked at the guy when the woman got up, because she went up to deal with it herself. Piece of work. And of course, me and my friend are real mature, and we're sitting there laughing. We were just looking at each other laughing. I think that poor guy wanted to die. We weren't trying to be mean, but she didn't have to snap like that poor woman. She did the best she could. She just got confused when she got up. Her place was bedlam. And, friends can snap at friends. Freya's not upset, and I'm not upset. We're sisters. We're closest sisters, and sisters fight. The sisters get jealous of what this other sister's paying attention to. So sisters fight. And Freya and Freyr made sure, and Njord made sure that the family was thinking of me, because it was in this church. But this church was at the Grange. Okay, and it had that shock of wheat. Is it a shock of wheat that has, like, all the staffs of wheat, and it's, like, tied up? And I don't know. I probably should be asking Odin, because he's supposed to be connected to wheat fields. I don't know either. You're both a great help. And we came back the long way. They treated me to a fancier ride. My friend treated me to a fancier ride. So we got to see all these beautiful homes. And we got to see moo cows. We got to see milk cows, and we got to see meat cows. And those are two different kind of cows, in case you didn't know. Horsies everywhere. I even got to see chickens. Chickens were running around free, not on a farm in somebody's yard. There were just like 7 or 8 of them running around. And it was beautiful, and we all appreciated the ride. When you kind of live in the country and you don't go very often, and usually even like people like us that live out here where there's like more development, you usually don't have the time to go driving on the back roads and enjoy the country. So that was actually like a little vacation. So I was thanking the gods because we drove past farm after farm after farm, guys. And some planted with corn, and some planted with, I think it was wheat, and all these other beautiful things. And it was just beautiful to see all the farmland, because I come from farming stock and mining stock. So I'm actually happy if I can go see a farmer mine. I'm like, yeah. So I really enjoyed it, and we talked stuff through, and I told Brayer and Freya and I said, I only really want to be happy. That's all we all really want. We just don't know what we want. We think we want this thing because it makes us happy. So we have a lot better understanding. And sometimes you do have to get the frustrations out. Odin gets really angry and upset with me because he won't just tell me what he wants. If he would tell me what he wanted in the beginning, he'd either get yes or no, or I'll think about it. Usually he'll end up getting his way. He just has to let me know what it is he actually wants, not play magical mystery guessing game, because I always guess wrong and then he's mad. And Loki's even worse. Loki won't even speak to you. He'll cross his arms and just look at you. Well, what is it you want? Well, what does that mean? What is it you want? Well, if you don't know, I guess you don't love me. Then he stalks off, and you're like, oh, Lord. Then you're asking all the other gods and goddesses, what is it he wants? I have no damn idea. And they don't know either. And then 2 weeks later, you go, what did you want? I don't know. Damn it, Loki. What? So he's really proud of himself some days. We checked on the cat. The cat's as close as Ohio. I don't know how it's going to get from Ohio to my house tomorrow. Maybe the cat's going to run really fast. I have no idea, but it's supposed to be here for tomorrow. I still plan to try to stay downstairs tonight and try to wait for the cat, because I'm not kidding. You either get a wonderful driver here, or you get one that just kind of drives by because they don't feel like stopping. I will have the door open super early. I will stay down here all night if I have to, because I'm like, even if I have to do it 2 nights in a row, I'm going to make sure they don't take that cat back then. Because if you've ever had to play the dance of the phone with UPS, their one manager at this one hub does not like me, and I never did anything to them. I never called them up and yelled or anything, but she has sent my packages back without giving me the required notice. And that was simply lovely, and Amazon was just overjoyed with me, let me tell you. Because Amazon had to then pay them to stop the shipment partway back to Amazon and get it to my house. Amazon was truly overjoyed with me and asked me why I sent it back, and I said, I did not send it back. UPS did this all on their own. I was calling you to find out where my package is. But yeah, we had a good time. So hopefully Kitty Cat comes tomorrow. And you know, I try to be honest with you guys that if I'm going through frustrations and I'm being impatient, I might as well tell you and not be like, oh yeah, it was so easy waiting. Once you finally get the thing, you forget how hard it was to wait. If you're being impatient and cranky and everything else, it seems like the universe, the gods, whomever, move a little faster. Not that you should get cranky and yell at the gods. It doesn't always work, but I think mine fight with me just because they know that's the environment I grew up in. They don't fight with me in a mean-spirited way. It's just like, this seems to be the only way you understand how to communicate, so we'll fight with you. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.